Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Barry, that Goat Metal Show, along with my partners, Tone Joker NYC, Rich the Silent Producer. We have a special guest today. We have the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony from Metal Miners. How we doing, Anthony? Hope everybody's doing good, man. How's everything going with you? And what's going on, man? How you been?
Man, we've been great, man. Christmas time can't be a better time when you got grandchildren. My wife's spoiling the grandchildren. Actually, they on a trip now, a little after Christmas trip. They all go off, maybe see some snow. And snow's a unique thing for us in Florida. So you have to travel. What y'all get sick of, we have to travel to see. So, man, it's just been good, man. Just working, enjoying some good music, enjoying my friends like you guys. I mean, that's what I do, man. In my spare time, I hang out with you guys, check out my music, spend time with my family, man. We just couldn't ask for more.
All right, man. Thanks a lot for joining us, man. It's
Great, great.
been a long time coming for you, man, and
Yeah,
so glad that we're one of the first channels for you to come on and share some of your stuff with us, man. We truly
that's right.
appreciate it. Big fan. So, real quick, Anthony, I just give a quick about you and your channel, man. I mean, to some of the people who don't know
Yep.
about you and your channel.
Cody and I just looked. Cody and I come up with the idea. I started watching these YouTube channels when I had back surgery back in 2020, I think, and I was, in recovery for for a while, sitting around the house, started watching YouTube videos, man, and got into some of this stuff. And some of the guys that I were commenting on, on a regular basis, they were always saying, "Man, you ought to do a channel. You ought to do a channel." And nah, not me, cuz, and talked to Cody, and Cody had just coincidentally moved back to Florida, and we talked about it, and we did our first video. I just looked on my phone. It was January the 11th, 2021.
Wow.
So we've been at it, January will be 21,
Four
22,
Four
23,
years.
years.
4 years, and, Cody moved away. So he dropped out, and I kind of been taking it over myself. But, man, it's just been fun, um, probably spend way too much money on music, but, uh, don't we all?
Nonsense.
Yeah. But it's just been fun, man. I made friends. I've met guys like you guys that I would have never been able to meet or have conversations with. I've just you know just guys from all over the world. Not only you guys here in the States, but guys in Germany, guys in the UK. I talk to them just like I talk to you guys. Uh, you know, just like we're across the street. This modern technology. We chat. And they're friends, man, in the truest sense of the word, and better friends than I mean. I don't go out and do much around here, so my friends are you guys. And it's just been a
Mhm.
blast. We've enjoyed it.
Yeah, man, it's been a great, man. Again, we want to thank you, for being a good friend to the channel and just keep doing what you're doing, man. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. Well, we won't go into anything else. I mean, unless you guys want to, throw something at Anthony before we start up.
I just want to say it's a pleasure to have him, and what you call, and hopefully we'll continue doing. He can join us in other live streams and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, we usually do a round table, and you can join us like we did a death metal, do black metal, whatever. Be
Yeah.
great to have you.
Yeah. I love it, man.
All
I
right.
love it.
One of the things that I appreciate about your channel is that you have an open ear. You're very diverse, and you're always in tune, not just to the old stuff, but what's coming up and the new stuff, the new labels
Right.
and stuff. So you're always helping the community expose people to new sounds.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. So I respect that.
Yeah, that's I guess that's become my niche, I like to I like the new stuff, the stuff nobody else has got their hands on yet. Not necessarily their hands on like I've got something nobody else has, but maybe stuff that off the beaten path that most guys, that just watch mainstream channels or just go to regular mainstream labels, In other words, the stuff I listen to and the stuff I buy, you're not going to find at Walmart. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
You may not even find a lot of it at some of your bigger labels like Hell's Headbangers, this, that, and other, because I like the obscure, one-off demos, up and coming bands, that it may be a CDR, that they put out or something. If I can get my hands on stuff like that, man, I'd rather have that than a store-bought CD any day.
That's right.
And who knows, maybe one day they'll make it big and it'll be worth something. My wife can sell it when I'm gone.
That's facts, man. That's facts right there, man. All right. Well, all right. We'll start it off with you, Anthony. I mean, look, what we're doing is we're doing our 10 best of 2024, but we're gonna start off this with our honorable mentions. So we'll do honorable mentions first, and then we'll go through our top 10. So, Anthony, if you want to just shout out your honorable mentions, tell us what
I'd love to.
That didn't make they were great, but didn't quite make your list.
Yeah, like I say, my list. I hadn't prepared my list for my channel yet. I'll probably do 20. And out of those 20, like I say, I don't rank them because it could change any day according to what mood I'm in. For me, music alters my moods, according to what mood I'm in. I can listen to something slow. I can listen to something mid-paced. If I got to really get after it at work, I kick it on up a notch, and something, and for me, music, it kind of sets my metabolism. So it changes from day to day what I think's better according to what kind of mood I'm in. So for number one, first one I want to show y'all in honorable mentions is Laceration.
Oh, they're good.
Get this.
Nice. I like that band.
Yeah.
That's what 20
for me with these guys. Check this art out, man.
Yeah,
James Boozman.
Great art. That's awesome.
Killer stuff. Of course, it came out this year. Everything's going to be coming out this year. The name of it's I Erode. $20 spin. Of course, you see the guy's 4-piece out of Windsor, California. Just killer, man. You get 9 tracks on this one. There's the track listing on the back. About 32 minutes of music. This is these guys' second full length, man. And it is a banger. Thrashy, death metal, just exceptional stuff, man. If you're a thrash fan, you'll enjoy this. If you're a death metal fan, you'll enjoy this. I mean, it just scratches that itch, And for those of y'all interested, it comes on traditional black.
Cool.
Good stuff, brother.
$20 spin, Laceration.
$20 spin.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, Tony, you want to throw one in there? One of your honorable mentions?
Yeah, one of the bands I saw live this year, Satanic Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, this band is from here, from Brooklyn, New York. They're black metal. Black metal with a little what you call little style. Yeah, it's mostly straight up black, but this band is definitely a good up and coming band. I see this band in the future signing with a major or a good underground label and releasing some good stuff. So yeah, this is one of my honorable.
Yeah, they're a good fucking band. I mean, especially playing watching them live. They are fantastic.
Hell yeah.
The drummer is off the chain. We got to play with them live, and it was awesome. They're a great fucking band live. Great band.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Rich, what you got?
All right, so I have an album from Nuclear War Now, some black metal, and this one is Departure Chandelier. This album is titled Satan Soldier of Fortune. It's I think, Tone, are they from Quebec or I forgot where they're from, but they definitely have a unique style.
They're on my top 10, so I wrote down some notes on them. They're from Montreal. They're from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Yeah, they're unique sound. Like, lot of old school style, with screeching vocals, black metal, Nice compositions. What else can you say about them? So I don't know.
Well, they're straight up black metal.
Yeah. I like it. I got the album kind of late, so it didn't quite make it into my top 10, but it's an album that grows on you.
Nice.
All right. Yo, Barry.
All right. Well, it's funny because when we were talking about doing honorable mentions, at first we were gonna like, nah, I didn't, because like I was talking to Anthony earlier before we started recording. I said usually my physical, as far as buying anything for the year, I usually don't unless I really, 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 really want it for certain albums. And a lot of times my shopping is just buying whatever I can get for the cheap and whatever came out before and trying to catch up with my collection. But I got a couple of things from Shane from Vulgar Display of Gaming at the end, like recently. And he hooked me up with these really good Death Doom style bands. One of them is right here is Private Prisons. I was talking about this. What's it? Excommunication. Really, really good fucking Death Doom from California, man. And it's like, and I've been saying that I don't know what it is. Maybe Anthony could agree with me when we I guess we get to a certain age, the more doomy stuff you hear is like it just starts to resonate. I don't know. Maybe it's just that grumpy old manness that I start having. I don't know what it is, but this was some really, really good stuff. And I was like, oh man. And Rich was saying it. He goes, Barry, don't do your list. You never know, something's gonna come your way and it's gonna and I said, oh man, I already did my list. I said, but it's gonna go into the honorable mentions, man. So Private Prisons, man. If anybody gets a chance, check these guys. I believe they have a Bandcamp. So check these dudes out. Fucking great Death Doom, man. All right, Anthony, you got one more there. Let's see it.
What about Mortal Wound?
Ooh, oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys check this out?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh man. The name of this one is The Anus of the World.
That's a great title.
Man, it's just a killer release. Came out, on Misako Unoho.
Yeah.
It's real glossy. It comes with a killer book on the inside,
Nice.
man. That's got it's Vietnam themed lyrics. It's got all these.
Oh wow, that looks old school. Yeah.
Crazy pictures from movie clips, and it's got clips in it from movies. It's just in your face, heavy, nasty. Oh man!
Wow!
It's just death metal, man. Like you expect it to be. And
I like it because it's down and dirty and no playing around.
Yeah. I mean, it's no polish, no prim and proper. I mean, it's just get down, and it's got some killer art.
Karina. I'm looking at the art now. It's the first time I look at it real good. They did a really good job, whoever the artist was.
Yeah, I think her name's Karina Monzon, Los Angeles, California. This is their debut full length,
Nice.
Killer stuff, man. They actually did a split back in I wrote some notes here, 2020 with Gutless. And before that, they had a demo in 2018, and that's about it. So hopefully they off and running. They're on Misako, so good things are coming.
Yep. Nice. What else you got there, Tom?
Well, I got my boy Mordred Reds, man. Mordred Red.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Eat pussy for Satan. Yeah. This is the killer album. Bro, it has what you call, 9 tracks. Yeah, this band is what you call. We saw them live. They're good friends of ours. There's a lot of good shit here. If you're into old school black metal with some punk and some other elements they throw in, perfect what you call album to have in your collection.
Absolutely.
There you go. Yeah. The thing I like about this album is that it has samples in it, and it jumps around between black metal, punk, hardcore, traditional black metal. It never gets boring. It's always moving from track to track. Pretty good.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's about like the man behind the music, isn't it? Kind of crazy.
Yeah. It portrays it well.
It's a direct reflection of him.
Yeah. And it's funny because thinking of, like Tone and Rich. Remember Chucky from Crazy Eddie? When we first told him about More to Red, and we told him he was a black metal band, he's like, I'm not really into black metal or whatever. And he went to the show, and he told me, he says, "Yo, that was the most fun I've had in a long time. Those guys
Yeah.
are awesome." And you know, he liked the mix as well. You know, so it's good. So to have a nice little mix in there, you know, did a great fucking job playing, man. It was great.
Nice.
Nice, bro.
That's right.
Oh, there you go. The T-shirt. Nice.
All right, Rich, what you got? I hope Tone didn't steal your thunder there.
No. So this is our last round of honorable mentions, right? So I'm gonna just whip out three quick things. I wanted to mention an EP that I kind of dug for war metal, and that's Goat Semen. I know Barry loves goat penis, but I like goat.
No,
semen.
dude, it's my goat penis that brings out the goat semen. Come on, you heard, you know the story.
It's a short EP.
Get 20% from these bands. These bands gotta pay me 20% for using my genitals.
Oh goodness.
Hey, there's a new Go to Menace album cover for you. Barry loves goat semen.
Oh my God.
Barry likes goat penis, but he loves goat semen even more. But we like to eat pussy for Satan.
Yep, and then then we go to the goat whore who enjoys it all.
Exactly. Now over here, this is not technically a new recording, but for a re-recording, I did like this Sepultura's Schizophrenia.
Cavalera one. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cavalera. I meant to say the re-recording.
No, you said it right. Sepultura, real Sepultura.
Yeah,
you said it right.
I really enjoyed it. It was one of the albums that I kept on going back to. You know, bringing that a better recording to the Schizophrenia album that Sepultura came out with, and I think that's it for the honorable mentions. And then the rest are my 10 big picks. So we can move on to Barry.
All right. Well, my last one here is again Shane from Vulgar Display of Gaming hooking me up. This band right here, Teeth. Right, Teeth. Another one. Death Doom. The vocals on this fucking album are crazy. I was just so damn surprised, man. Really, really good band. Another California band. And like I said, I don't know what it is, but I'm just falling for that ultimate doom and evil shit, man. It's just fucking awesome stuff, man. So if you guys get a chance, make sure you check out Teeth from California. Really good shit, man. All right?
Nice.
Yeah, really good stuff. And that's my honorable mentions. All right. We're done with our honorable mentions for now. Let's go. All right, now to the meat and potatoes. Anthony, what is your first one for 2024?
Man, I've got more than 10. What you laughing
at? Hold
on,
Anthony. Can I interrupt you for a second?
Go ahead, man.
Tone and I were discussing. We were kind of a little agitated with Barry because he limited us to 10. And honestly, it was such a good year that you could technically almost make an album, a list of almost 20 albums. That's how good I felt the year was. So it's hard to narrow it down.
Hey, I went to pulling stuff out, man. There. I started pulling stuff out, and I pulled 16 out. And I was going to make my list 20, and I called some. And I said, well, Barry said some honorable mentions, so I said 10 and 6, but I'll show you what I got. I'll show you some, man. And when we're through, we're through.
Just shoot
about
it out.
Mortal Skull, man?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys like that Midwest death metal?
Yeah.
This one came out on Peaceville Records. I mean, the art is killer. Some Paul G did that art. Of course, 4-piece. Man, this is their 7th full length. These guys have been at it since 1990, man.
Yep.
That's longer than a lot of these young guys that are getting into death metal have been listening to music. But the name of this one is Creation Undone. And, not reinventing the wheel. It's just good, solid, old school death metal. If somebody's trying to get into death metal and they're put off by the guttural vocals and all, although these are deep and raspy, you can almost understand everything he says. I like it either way, man. I like the unintelligible stuff and this style, but
The
more to
artwork is
go.
crazy, man. That's some crazy artwork right there. That shit looks
Yeah,
crazy.
that band, I gotta give them respect. They've been in the game for a long time.
They have.
Yeah.
All right, Tone, what you got?
All right, I'm gonna start it off with this band, Lucifer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're into Black Sabbath, this is a female vocalist doing the Black Sabbath style of music. This is their fifth album. They're from Germany.
Oh,
They
okay.
put them down as what you call doom metal and what you call psychedelic rock.
Yep. I also hear elements of stoner / retro rock in there. Yeah.
They have them as that. It's real good, bro. It's a band. People, there are some people that I've been seeing on YouTube talk about it. Now they're putting it in their top 20 when they do 20 and stuff. So it's good that this band is getting what you call. Because sometimes at 3 a.m, I like to listen to something that's nicely doomy and old school like Sabbath, because that's my favorite band, Black Sabbath. So this is a definite for me.
How long that band's been around, Tone?
That band has been around since 2000. Let me see right here. Hold on for a second. I got it right here. 2014.
Wow.
They're from what you call Berlin, Germany.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next.
All right. Yeah. So like Barry was saying, up and down with different styles. And so what I wanted to do was try to pick one album from each category of music that I listen to the most. So for me, the album that really struck with me with the Death Doom was Spectral Voice.
Yeah.
This is I think it's titled Sparmagos.
Yep.
Sparmagos.
It's all right, bro. That's it. We said it the day we said it.
I'm screwing up. I'm butchering. But the thing about this is that this is slow, doomy, death metalish, really cavernous vocals, and good production. I saw these guys live this past spring, and they played in the dark with like maybe one little ray of light on them, and it's very atmospheric, very doomish, slowish, but very hard. Well done album. So I pick Spectral Voice as one of my picks.
Some of those guys are in Blood Incantation. And lucky for us, they decided not to go the Blood Incantation route and left it with the style that they'd been playing.
Yeah. They did, they got the 3 bands, which is Blood Incantation, Spectral Voice, and Black Curse, and they all have their own style. Yeah. All right.
Real quick, what you brought up about the performance yesterday is funny. I saw a report about it that now venues, because when they perform, they want all the lights off. They want pitch dark on the stage when they perform and stuff. And now some of the venues are beginning to tell them that they can't do that because of safety reasons. People can't see where they're going and stuff.
Yeah, that's weird.
Huh? They had the fog
weird.
machine when I saw them.
Yeah,
there was natural light coming in from a window, so there was a little bit that you could see of them, but it was more about the sound,
Wow.
Yeah, and stuff.
All right, time to put on the specs. All right, so of course, I guess I'm gonna go off with some of the my picks that I don't have them physically. I do have them downloaded, unfortunately. Yes, I committed the ultimate sin. So what? All right. All right. First one here, which was a big surprise. This band called Azel. All right. They're from Louisville, Kentucky, and they're a death doom sludge band. Really, really good fucking band. They came up on my radar, and I said, "Yo, fuck it!" I had to download it and just enjoy it. It's really, really good stuff. They're I think a 2-piece band. And they got a female vocalist in there along with the guy, and they do back and forth with their vocals. Really, really good stuff. You think of like you got some Godflesh, down with the Louisiana sludge. It's really, really good. I really enjoy it. Good stuff. So anybody's interested, man, Azelle, man, give them a listen. You won't be disappointed. God damn it, Scar. What the hell did I say, Anthony? What did I say? You see? This fucking guy.
Scar was trying to put.
Yeah, I told Anthony earlier, I said he doesn't bother me at all. Well, as soon as we press record, he wants to pop up. Fucking guy. All right. All right, Anthony, what you got next?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Severus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The name of this one is Maze Envy. Of course, Cody says I got a $20 spin problem, but I tell you, man, $20 spin's they do a good job, man. They're attracting great bands. Their product's always good. I mean, they go the extra mile. I mean, it's purple on the inside. I mean, it's just good packaging, good price, good music, man. It's win-win for me. Los Angeles, California. If you look on Metal Archives, these guys are classified as Blackened Doom Death, and that's probably a good way to describe these guys, man. A 5-piece, as you can see, you get 7 tracks on it, and this is their second full length, man. It's just killer. You know, it's wrapped in this Juan Joe Castellano art. It's just the total package for me.
Yeah, very good, very unique. The album changes a lot. Each track has little moments where it keeps the listener engaged. It keeps on moving, you know. Never gets boring.
It's designed for headphones, man. It's just it just you hear something different every time you listen to it.
You're right. Yep.
You know, it's funny that 20 people can't get mad about 20 Spin. I think that they're one of the top labels this year. It's about maybe a good 10 bands that is in everybody's list.
Right.
That label. They have seriously good some bands. They're not.
They do.
Yeah, and stuff.
Good shit, man. Good shit.
All right,
Tone, what you got next?
All right, my next one is a band that I saw live when I went to see Fucci. Was No.
Yes.
They're from from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
This is Blackened. They consider themselves death grind with a touch of black metal on it. This band is amazing. When you their music is great. Don't get me wrong and stuff, but you have to see this guy live. This dude puts out like a DJ kind of set out, and he has these candles and lights, and the vocalist is just the howling and screaming he does. I think he's one of the best this year that I've seen performing and stuff. This is definite big band to go see if you have a chance to see them.
So he's a one man band?
Or? No, he has a full band, but I'm saying the sound effects behind it with the that goes in the music. You just got to listen to this, and then when you go see them live, you'll be like, wow! Now you see how this dude does everything live right there. All the sound, like an industrial thing with the fog machine. It's a hell of a show, and that was only 30 minutes we got to see them perform. Imagine if they was to do a whole set.
Wow.
This is a definite to go see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, Rich.
Yeah, so I'm going to follow up and just piggyback off what Tone said. And also on my pick was No. I had my top 10. This band reminds me of with the chaotic Australian sound of Portal, but with the grindcore kind of jumping around sound effects of Full of Hell. With elements of like black metal thrown in there and sound effects that he makes with electronics and stuff. Really good band, like Tone said, live. The album is just one of those albums that I kept going back to. You just let it play out. Preferably, this is one of those late night candlelight headphones kind of bands for me.
Sweet.
3 in the morning. 3 in the morning.
Yep. The magic hour. And 3 in the morning.
And I'm sorry, the title of the album is As Spoken. Yeah.
As Spoken, yeah.
Yep. So that's my pick.
They're
so
from Memphis, Tennessee. Yeah, Rich?
Mm-hmm.
They're from Memphis, Tennessee. The band started at 2017. was formed.
Yeah. But this is the album that has made them get more popular and stand out.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
So, all right, guys. So my turn. We're gonna go into the realm of thrash. All right. Going with over here, Thrasher Wolf from the UK, Inside the Sickened Mind. All right, yo, some awesome fucking thrash. I mean, it's as old school thrash is gonna get, man. Really, really good shit. If you get a chance, check them out from the UK. And there's a lot of good thrash coming out of London and parts of England now too. That nice resurgence of old school thrash is coming back, which is good. And yeah, I heard it and I was like, wow, they're fucking, it's amazing. Just throws you back to that time of the 80s, that good thrash that you just want to enjoy. So yeah, Thrasher Wolf. You can't go wrong with them. That's some really, really good thrash from the UK.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and to go on top of that, Bear, where else is beginning? I have a lot of albums now coming too from Germany. Now is going back into the thrash with a lot of good thrash bands.
Yeah,
out of Germany again. Yeah.
Look, he's got a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, Thrasher Wolf, man, guys, check it out. I mean, I'm just happy with the fact that we're getting a nice resurgence of some good old school, themed, thrash and some good death metal coming out of these places. It's just good to hear, man. That, sometimes just basic is better.
Yeah.
All right, Anthony, what you got there? Damn.
Which one is this? Oh,
200
what's
stab
the
wounds.
name? 200 stab wounds, the latest one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. That is crazy. Very nice.
Wow. Nice.
These guys, man, I think I've seen them 3 times, 2 times for sure in small venues. I mean, real small venues. This is out on Metal Blade. They're out on a big label now, so I mean they're getting pushed. They're touring. No more small venues for me and 200 stab wounds. But when I did see them in a small venue, me and Cody went to see them in Jacksonville, and the place wasn't much more than a bar. And man, they killed it. I mean, they came with the energy like they were paying for 100,000 people, and there may have been 40 of us in there. And probably a year later, I went and seen them again. I forget who they were with. I want to say they were with Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah, they usually been
Obituary. I can't remember.
They've been touring with Cannibal Corpse a lot.
But the Steve Buell, the guy that sings and does the guitars, he come up and said, "Hey man, you back again?"
Oh, sweet.
I guess it's my bald head. I'm rememberable. I don't know, but they that kind of dudes. Cleveland, Ohio, 4-piece, man. You get 9 tracks on this one. Musically, this is probably not some of my favorite death metal of the year, but for a live band and for what they do, man, it's hard to describe. I know that this is going to sound better live than it does here, because when I listen to it, I can see them on stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you already have a
killer stuff.
Yeah.
This is their second full length, super heavy duty stuff, man. Just killer stuff. If they come anywhere near you, it's money well spent to go see these guys. I mean, they're going to look like they just walked in on the street. They don't put on no costumes, they just have old jeans on and concert T-shirts. And man, they just get on stage and throw down. I mean, it's all bets are off. And in the opener, the big band that they're opening for is just shaking their head like, how do I follow that?
I saw them open up for the Decibel Music Tour that came about maybe 2 years ago, and they do bring the energy, and they even have a lot of little riffs in there that they sneak in that are almost like hardcore riffs.
Yeah,
that people break. It's like death metal, but people break down and mosh really hard, and so they bring energy. They're good. I heard Slave to the Scalpel. I felt I liked that album, but I didn't give too much of a chance to that album. But I'll go back to it and check it out.
Yeah, musically, probably the earlier stuff would probably be my go-to if I was going to pull an album off. But I haven't seen them on this tour yet, and I know that when I see them live, it'll kick it up a notch because I mean they're just that kind of band. Killer stuff, man.
Cool.
All right, Tony, what you got?
All right, my next band is what you call Concrete Wind.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
From Finland. This band is what you call considered war metal, death grind. This album has 9 tracks. What you call? I don't think it's a color vinyl, is it? Nah, it's just regular black and stuff. Yo, this band, yeah, they bring it. I definitely I love all the what you call just that drumming. The drumming on this shit is off the hook. And what you call and the guitar and the way this dude be yelling out of his mind is one of the best what I consider war metal albums this year, up there with another band that I'm going to mention later on and stuff. But definitely big one of my favorites this year that I play a lot.
That's no 3 in the morning record.
No. This is the 6th in the morning. Construction site.
After your first
cup of coffee.
Times in the construction site.
Yeah, you don't put that on following Marvin Gaye.
Nah.
Oh man, what you got, Rich?
Well, you know, it's funny. I was gonna add them into my top 10, but I didn't have the physical media, so I felt like I was kind of cheating. But another thing that I wanted to add on that Tone said was, besides having elements of war metal and extreme music, there's a lot of little fuzz and industrial little samples thrown in there that make each track go in with one another. But it's like a brutal assault, a really good album.
All 3 of their albums is good. They have 3 albums that are all pillars.
But I felt this one has really the production. It really stands out amongst the other. I feel like they're really rising, and this one really put them out there this year. But my next pick, I got to sneak in a thrash band. So from Hell's Headbangers, I picked System Shock from Desolus.
Nice.
Desolus is, I believe, from Maryland. We saw them live, right, Tone? At the Wild Goose with Electrocutioner. And they have thrash, to me, that sounds old school style, like early first 2 albums from Slayer with the high pitch screaming vocals, but also recently, and this album, little hints of war metal in there.
Yeah,
a nice little mixture. Yeah, so Desolate, System Shock on Hell's Headbangers, thrashing, short, good album, great soloing, great basses. Check them out.
All right.
Yeah, they're from Washington. Washington.
Okay. All right. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go the route. I'm gonna go the route of talking about an old school band who just came out with an album in 2024, which I really enjoyed. Of course, I couldn't buy the physical copy because people are charging too much damn money. So what? I had to go and download it. But I'm talking about Saxon's Hellfire and Damnation. To me, this was a fucking surprise for this year as far as the bands go.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be blasphemy to say, but I gotta say that I think with the way that they sound on this album, I think they pretty much go on top. They kind of outdo Maiden and Judas Priest right now. To me, I know it's blasphemy to say it, and I love Maiden, I love Judas Priest, but as far as the way they sound on this album, to me, they still resonate more of that. Trying to stay more heavy. They still sound very heavy, to what, the heavy part of metal, the way it's supposed to be in that old school way as well, to keep it interesting. And, Maiden and Judas Priest, I get it. A lot of these older bands are, they're getting older. Their tempo starts to drag down a little bit. These guys are already hitting in their 70s. I get it. But to me, this just still has something where younger listeners could listen to it and still make it, and it'll sound fresh to them instead of sounding older. But I really enjoyed this album, and I want to own this shit on vinyl, man. It's a really good fucking album.
Nice.
Just to add on that, Bear, them and Judas Priest for being the older bands.
Mhm.
They killed it. They those two albums are better than some of the young guys that are out there.
Yeah.
For two older bands and the age they're in, bro, they brought both albums. They brought it.
Yeah.
And stuff.
I really enjoyed it. I listened to it in my car, and I blasted, and it's still fucking heavy as hell. Heavier than some of these younger bands that aren't even trying to do anything, man. It sounds really great. So I really enjoyed that album.
That's what I'm saying.
Really did.
Shows you that age is just a number, bro. Age is just a number.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right, Anthony, what you got?
Ooh,
Yeah, that one's good.
Eternal. Yeah, good.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I've been an Eternal fan, talking about like to dig up some new stuff. When they first rolled on the scene, let's see, it was
I know it wasn't that long. They're from Phoenix, right? They're from Arizona.
Yeah, they're from Phoenix. They had that EP back in 2022, Forsaken Memories, but just killer, man. Maybe I've missed it somewhere down the line, or maybe I've just started paying attention, but the presence of females in death metal is taking off. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
This girl, man, she's got guitar chops for days, man.
Yeah,
she's really good. I mean, the band's really good. They're getting high reviews everywhere you see them mentioned. I was so glad to see they were on come out and carbonized with this vinyl version. I've got the CD over here. I'll send it to you, Barry. I didn't know they were going to come with a matter of fact, I just sent you a download card on your phone. Nice. But death thrash is what they're categorized as. DB Badic did this killer art here on the cover. Yeah. Of course, you can see the track list and got 12 tracks on here, but they move quick. It's probably a little bit long for a death metal album, 44 minutes, but man, it's just killer stuff, man.
Yeah, the music
killer
is
stuff.
Off the chain. I mean, I found out about them when they did when they came up on my algorithm, was them doing a cover of a Deicide song.
Yeah.
I remember that I was like, oh shit. Yeah. And
we reviewed their first album, Barry, remember a while ago?
Yes.
And we liked it. We had them as young upcomers to look out for.
Yeah. Really,
I mean, just great stuff. This is their debut full length. Man, they got a bright future.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Nice.
All right, Tone.
All right. Now we're going to jump into another 3 a.m.
As you could tell, Anthony, Tone doesn't sleep.
No. Sleep. Look, I tell everybody, sleep is a waste of time. Why waste all that time just laying on the bed? I could do so much good with just blew it. This band is, it was funny because I was talking to my cousin. I never heard them before, the other previous stuff. Until one day I picked up I said, wow, this sounds good. Yeah, and then I brought this vinyl, and bro, they have so much different elements in the way they present their depth. It's like so dirty, it's just crazy. It's hard to explain, but this is definitely something I'll be putting on at 3 a.m. and stuff. Like this is definitely one of my favorite surprises. Because I've never heard them prior to this year and stuff. I think they're from Arizona, right?
Yeah.
They have samples of like drum machines. They have like horror film samples. Like it's just very, very weird. Almost like a Mortician kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It comes in this nice, crazy looking color too of the vinyl.
Oh, nice.
They got a split this year with War Flirts, don't they?
Yeah, I think they do have a split.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Fluids.
You got it, Tom?
Yeah, they put out a lot of splits throughout the year.
Yeah, they put a lot of splits with a lot of bands and stuff.
Yeah.
And thing. But definitely the full length. I think it's on it's Hellbanger, right?
Hellbanger?
Yeah, Hellbanger.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it says Hellbangers. they're on. They were definitely one of my favorites this year.
All right.
All right, Rich.
All right. So Barry and Tone know that I'm a big fan of Power Violence. And there were a couple of good albums this year. But one album, you know, that I went back to, very short album that had a lot of good hard metallic elements and hardcore elements with the Power Violence was Nails. That's this album right here.
Yeah.
This is only about 17 minutes, but it's just so brutal. It goes one song into another. It reminds me of the old school hardcore days when New York, when we used to get the 7 inches. And it's you know, it's the production's a little bit better on this. You know, I think they're on Nuclear Blast Records, but live they're pretty good. I know recently they did a duet with Max Cavalera, and they ripped it. But Nails, their latest album, shit, I don't got my glasses. Every Bridge Burning is the title of the album. Yeah. So if you're into Power Violence, hardcore, metal mix, short album, one after another, this one is pretty cool. I dug it.
Nice. Now we go and we head over to the world of Swedish black metal with okay, I got this band called Volver. All right, it's called Desires Profane. Right, it's like they're more into that they have like, it's a crust black metal. So you know you get, you know, your elements. Oh. Yeah, really really good stuff. You know, you get your little mix in there of it, and you know, anything you metal, you get some of your punk elements. Really really good shit, man. So Volver from Sweden.
I got the CD of that.
Huh? You got it?
Yeah, if you would have told me, I would have. But hang on, look for it for now.
But yeah, I was able to figure it out. This is really, really good stuff, man. Volver from Sweden. All right, Anthony, what you got?
All right, hit me with another good one. Yo, that one I definitely like.
Woo!
Wait, hold up a second. I can't see it. Which one is that one?
Gutless.
Yeah, that's Gutless.
I just got into it. Funny thing is that it's been out, and I just got into it. Are they from Australia?
Yeah, Melbourne, Australia.
Yeah.
They were they did a split back in 2020 with Mortal Wound, and before that, all they had was a demo from 2018. So this is their debut full length, and man, it's been awaited for. It's been anticipated, and it's killer, man. You get 8 tracks on here. It's a short run, about amazing. 26 minutes. It's out on Misako no Oho, but man, their thank you notes are in the form of an obituary.
Oh, sweet.
It's just good stuff, man. Australians, you know, the Australian guys, they have their own unique sound, but it's just heavy. It matches the cover, man. That Jesse Webb art,
Look at that artwork, man. It's so awesome.
It's crazy.
The brick is smashing.
Brick upside the head.
That's crazy.
Brains running out the other side.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, man.
That's fire.
What do you got to say about a lot of the bands that are coming out with? At least they're giving us some great artwork as well.
Yeah, that's why I always try to give a nod to the artists, especially on my channel, because to me, you know, of course, we don't have a record store anywhere close. I mean, I live in a little small town, but even if you go to the city, to the big record store, and you're flipping through the bins, man, when you come across something like this, man, you say, whoa, wait a minute. you know what's going to happen, right? You're going to get the phone out, and you're going to put it to Spotify, and you're going to check it out. And to the counter you go. Yeah. But if it's got something lame on the cover, man, I mean, you're not doing yourself any favor selling your product, you know?
Yeah, but remember back then when we didn't have that, it was only by the cover.
Only by the cover, man.
You just bought it because of the cover. And you took a chance.
But remember, it used to be like $5, so you could take a chance back then.
Yeah, you could take a chance.
Now they want $20. You got to think about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, Tone, what you got next?
All right, one of my favorite releases of the year this year was Antichrist Siege Machine.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Really, really good
From
shit.
from Virginia. They're from Virginia. This shit, what you call, it's fire, bro. When I went to see them with Rich. Yeah, you went with me, right,
No,
Rich?
I was not at that show. Because remember, I was in Maryland. You came back from Maryland to see that.
Oh, okay, yeah. I saw them with who was it that they were with?
They played with 1349, Spectral Womb, and one other band.
Yeah, and people were, when I got there, all their merchandise was gone. Wow. That's how big the people were waiting to see this band perform. They only performed for 30 minutes, but they killed it. It's a two-piece drummer who sings and the guitarist, and they bring it. Some serious war metal, man. I think they're the best war metal album of the year this year. So definitely check it out if you haven't.
Nice.
All right. So I'll piggyback off Tone and I'll also say that Antichrist Siege Machine with this album is one of the best war metal albums of the year. There were a lot of good albums, but the production on this was really good. And as each song goes along, it gets heavier and heavier, harder and harder. The vocals are really harsh for it being, just the two members in the band. The intensity is there. Anybody who's just kind of getting into war metal, it could be hard music to get into. I would say check out this album. Pretty good. Antichrist Siege Machine made it into my top 10.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because when you talk to war metal purists, some of them will probably have little issues with it because it was a good, clean production. And again, look, when it comes to a lot of those things, I get the whole thing where certain genres you feel you got to have like that rawness to it, as it gives it that edge and that sound. But there's nothing wrong with a good productive album. I don't have an issue with it, And because Drusifer spoke about it yesterday, and he was saying pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, for me personally, you know me already, Bear. Enough. I can listen to a guy screaming in the toilet bowl. If it sounds good, I'll play it. But the problem is that these bands gotta advance. They gotta what you call. Yeah, they're getting big. Like I said, all their material, all their merchandise was sold out, and this band is they still, even though the production is a little better because they're in a better label, doesn't mean that they lost what made them famous. They still bring it, and they still kick you in the face with their music. So I'm tired of listening to people saying that they sold out because they got a little cash now and they selling stuff. What do they want them to do?
I mean, at some point,
don't buy this. Don't come see me.
Yeah, if you're doing this long enough and you actually become popular and and you're gonna make money, you make your money. I mean,
they're acting like they come out with makeup and singing glam songs, bro. Bro.
Oh my goodness.
Shit. Nah, but go ahead. Well,
all right. Well, I'm gonna go with a nice old school band from Texas, Corpus Christi, freaking Annihilator.
Oh yeah.
Death is Calling. This was actually a big surprise, and honestly, I wasn't really into this band until I heard this album, and then I backtracked and started listening to some of the other stuff that they put out. So I downloaded it, and I'm gonna try to see if I pick up all the physical copies. It's a good fucking band, They give you some old school elements, and can't go wrong with that, man. Anything old, with the old school and pushing some brutalness in there, fucking Annihilator, man. Good shit, man. Texas always got some good bands in there anyway. So,
nice.
Annihilator. All right, Anthony, let's go.
All right, Anthony, hit me off with another good one.
Well, we was talking about going in the record store and flipping through the bins and seeing some art. And, of course, most people who's checked out album art for any length of time at all, especially thrash, will recognize Dan Seagrave art when they see it.
Ooh,
this ain't thrash.
Skeletal Remains.
Skeletal Remains, fragments of the ageless.
Oh, God. Oh.
Look at that artwork. Artwork is crazy. It's amazing.
Oof.
There's the guys on the back.
Yeah.
It's got 10 tracks on it. 2 of them are instrumentals. If you look on Metal Archives and you click there on similar bands, it's going to say, I wrote them down. It's just going to say Pestilence, Death, Obituary. But for me, and I've heard other people say it, um, I think of Covenant era Morbid Angel when I listen to this. Whittier, California band, man, 4-piece. This is their 5th full length, man. I hear people say they like some of the previous ones better, and I'll be honest, I hadn't listened to the catalog through in quite a while, but man, this is crazy. For some reason, Century Media thinks their albums are worth more than everybody else's. So I just had to wait. I got this one at Amazon, but killer stuff, man. Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something really quick. I saw them live twice, and both times they brought it live. They're very good musicians live. When I first heard their earlier albums, it did give me a feeling, specifically with the vocals of Pestilence of Martin. But I feel that with that particular album that you just showed, they've gotten into a sound of their own.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're breaking away from that. And like you said, they do have that Morbid Angel influence, old school style death metal, but they definitely have a sound of their own now. So
yeah,
that one stands out for them.
Yeah, I agree. I think they've come to the level in their music career where now they're, instead of looking on their similar artists and you see them being, sound like, Morbid Angel or Pestilence, this, that, and other. Now you see some of these younger bands coming out and you look on their similar artists and it says they sound like Skeletal Remains. So you've made it when you flip to the other side of the coin.
That's right.
Yeah.
Comes on this butt ugly green vinyl.
Nice.
That was cool, man. All right, Tone.
All right. Now this was one of my most anticipated albums because I've been following this band since. Matter of fact, me and Anthony, before we went on, we were talking about this band. Gucci.
Oh yeah, Dark Face.
This band, I've been a huge fan. I have mostly everything that this band has done. Spend dollars because it was hard to get stuff from them from Italy, but this album was one of the best albums this year for death metal. I just love their style. They mix new and old together. They have that raw thing and what I grew up, because I'm a big movie collector. You can see in the back of Italian horror. All they have all the cuts of what you call Italian horror movies. 2 things that I love: metal and horror. This is a winner right here.
Yeah.
Now, like the previous band, like Search, right? Machine. A lot of people saying that them too are beginning to sell out because their production went up. Like I said, it's just better production, but they still a killer. And I know people are a little upset over the little rap song they have in here, but what you call something that they just threw in for fun. I don't take it as the next album they're gonna do is they're gonna have a whole bunch of hip hop guys coming on to do special appearances. So this is a definite for me.
Yeah, so they're on $20 spin now, right?
Yeah, $20 spin.
Yeah,
and stuff. And when me and my cousin went to see them, you can ask them. That was another band that you couldn't even get to their merchandise.
They sold their shirts.
Out.
Yeah. They sold their shirts.
Yeah, I hope $20 spin goes back and prints their old catalog, man, because I like Tropical Sun.
Yeah,
they did print. It sold out. Because I think I got a copy from them from that one. I believe so. They had the other ones, but like I said, it's definitely a band to watch out. I see them in the future headlining shows and stuff.
Oh yeah, man, they're heavy.
They're heavy, and I think they might relocate it now. I think they're living in Arizona. Last time I heard something like that, so it's not going to be big trips for them from Italy to the States and stuff. All right.
Yeah, I'll keep it short. I also agree with Tone with the Fulci album. This is an album that was short and sweet. It has great samples from a Lucio Fulci film called The New York Ripper. I recommend that film to anybody into sleazy New York kind of horror. There's also like saxophones in here. There's a respected rapper that comes out in the middle. The riffs are down and heavy. I like Tropical Sun a little more than this one, but I just like the uniqueness that it's not just straight up death metal throughout the whole thing, that there's samples, that there's different riffs, there's danceable parts. Duckface Killings from Fulci, really good album. Makes it into my top 5 for 2024.
All right. All right, yeah, fast. We're ready to make it to the top 5. Shit. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go with I guess my number 5. I guess will be in honor of Anthony, who hooked me up with this fucking badass band, which is Daisy Cutter, which I can't do the cover because it's green. So it's gonna come out. Oh, yep, this is such a good fucking album. It has, to me, you know, they're from Germany, so you know they got like that Creator Sodom sound with Dismember. I feel like that's all mixed in there. They got all those elements in there. It is so fucking good, and I really enjoyed it. You know, I don't know if you can see a pic. They got the band pic right there. Really, really nice. And I guess, you know, you got the, you know, good shit, man. And this was a well put together CD. You know, that Anthony mentioned that they did this on their own. This was independently released, and this was fantastic, man. The little book, everything. Good. Yeah. Good fucking listen. If you guys haven't got a chance, please check out Daisy Cutter. Good fucking band, man. And Anthony, thank you so much for this, man.
Yeah, man.
I enjoy it to this day.
That's husband and wife there on that.
Yeah, shit, yo, wow. Badass.
Yeah. The only thing that I don't like about it is they put the name upside down on the spine, and when you put it on the shelf, it's upside down. It drives me crazy.
Oh, wow, I just noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah,
it drives me crazy, man.
Wow. Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed that, man. That was like a big. I mean, I remember when you sent it, you said, "Yo, check them out and give them a review." Yeah, man, I was very, very impressed with it.
Yeah,
very impressed.
Yeah, when a friend of mine in the UK was telling me about him, and he put me in touch with him, and I just told the guy, I said, "Hey, man, just send me 20, and I'll pay you for them, and I'll just sell them at cost to my friends, and they'll just pay the shipping." And when I got them over here, I ended up giving half of them away. So, I come out on the losing end of that deal. But, man, what a great band.
Yeah, it was good because, I mean, it was, I know I did one. I think Paul Kai did one. He review. I think even Trevor, he did one, Shredbeard.
Yeah.
And, it was getting around, man. And, it's a great fucking band, man.
Great stuff. Really I was hoping the label would scoop them up, but I hadn't heard anything.
Yeah, man. Hopefully they do, man. It'd be a shame to let a band like that just lay around, man. They're a fucking good band.
I agree.
Really, really good band. Thank you for that, Anthony. I truly appreciate it. All right, what you got next, Anthony?
Oh man, everything in Norway isn't black metal. I know you black metal fans think that Norway is just a big, like a black metal super center, like Walmart super center, and there's nothing but black metal in Norway.
That was in the 90s.
Oh, Blood Red Throne, yeah.
Blood Red Throne.
Nice.
The name of this one's Nonagon or Nonagon, I think is how you say it.
Nonagon. Looks like, yeah.
This one came out on Soul Seller Records. Killer art, man, on the cover. Guy named Gayanis Nakos. This is actually either their 10th or 11th full length. I think it's their 11th full length. It's the first one with the new vocalist on it. Ever since 2013, they've had Bolt doing vocals, and this one is the new one with the new vocalist. I think you call it Sindra Johnson is his name. But when you're new, just like our big favorite band from New York, when they got their new vocalist, everybody was kind of leery, when they got the new album. But man, he does a great job, man. If you had to pick a replacement, this guy does a great job. Just killer music, man. You get 9 tracks on here, 42 minutes of music. Blood Red Throne. you're not familiar, their catalog is solid, man. Anywhere you want to start, it's good stuff.
Nice.
Yep. Good stuff. Yeah. And we're gonna go see them live next year, Tone.
Yep. Definitely gonna see them live. It's gonna be good and stuff. All right, what are we up to? 5?
I think we're up on number 4, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
4? Ooh. So I must have slipped something else in here. Oh, okay. No, I got it. Okay.
Don't
5
worry.
would be
Just show what you got.
yeah. What you call a departure chandelier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is Saint. What you call Saint and Soldiers of Fortune. They're from Canada. Rich, I found they're from the what you call OC Canada. So that has to be. They're not from Quebec.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're up from Canada and stuff. Yeah, I think this is what it is. Their second album and stuff. Yeah, this band is them, and there's another band I'm going to show later. What you call the front leaders in black metal for Canada that I just love. The other band I got to see live this year, and I'm hoping to see this band live one of these days and stuff. Killer black metal, straight up, but real good shit. Both albums are excellent. I just don't care for the name. I don't know why they named themselves that, but still, it's a killer album and stuff.
I'm just bugging out with the guy on the cover, Tone. That's like, is that an ancestor? He looks like you without the hair.
Might be. He looks Spaniard, so it might be.
Yeah, yeah, man. You got
almost like Napoleon-inspired music.
Yeah.
Nice.
And stuff.
All right. Am I next?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I'm down on my last maybe 4. So yeah, man, you know what? Let me kick it up a notch here. I like brutal death metal, but then you got ultra brutal death metal. And one of the albums that came out this year that I felt that was one of the most hardest pieces of music that I heard was Harbinger of Woe, and that's from Broderick.
Oh man,
yeah.
This album is really hard, brutal death metal, brutal drumming, hard guitar stuff, but it's the most accessible album that they've made because their stuff is so brutal that a lot of people say that it's just hard to get into and they can't get into them. But this is a good starting point for anybody just getting into them. Ultra brutal death metal from Texas. They've been in the game for a bit. It took a long time before they came out with this album, but the production is good. And it stood out for me. I just kept going back to it. Broderick went from Texas.
Nice. Yeah, I want a copy of that.
Definitely got
it. It's on my list.
All right. That was good stuff, man. Good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna go and head over and we talk about this guy over here. He's one of our YouTube brothers. I'm talking about my man Paul from Ka'ai.
Yeah.
Right? Tales from the Land of Fire. Yeah, and if you guys have heard some of his stuff, it's been from he did the Conquering King, and now this one, you see that he just kept progressing, and he's come out with some new stuff. I think he just put out a new song out now. And he's just, he's a one-man show. He's now with Fomarion Productions with Warhammer 666 and Trevor Shredbeard and all the other guys in there. They're doing their stuff. And I can't, I can't say enough. I mean, he's doing this stuff on his own and it sounds good, man. I mean, I'm just hoping that, he continues, keeps putting stuff out and, gets the recognition he deserves, man. All right. My man Paul from Ka'ai. Check it out, man.
Good.
Cheers. Paul is a great guy.
Salute.
All right. All right, Anthony, what you got next?
What's up in that magic box?
In the magic box. And pull out some witch vomit.
Yeah, witch vomit.
Oh, yeah. I heard that. I did hear that.
What about that matte sticker art, man? That is just killer.
Look at that artwork. Nice.
That's fucking dope.
$20 spin. It comes with a huge poster, man. I'm not going to pull that out. These boys have been at it. They've been at it since for Portland, Oregon. I don't know what's in the water up there, but it just makes good music come out of whoever drinks it. Evidently, 4-piece. See the guy there, you get 10 tracks on it. These guys have been at it since 2012. Man, they put out that demo, "Drowned in Filth," followed by the EP in 2014, and this is their third full length to date, man. And each one they just keep getting better and better, man. They've honed their craft, and again, another female.
There you go.
It's just killer stuff, man. There's if you're a death metal fan, this will be right up your alley. $20 spin, killing it, man.
Nice.
Yep. You know what else? $20
inheritance.
$20 spin is also killing Anthony's wallet this year.
That's right.
It's funny. They used to be everything to be $20 and $20 spin. Now they've gone up a little.
Yeah, now it's like a $22 spin.
Yeah, $2 spin.
Cool. And what you got next, Tone?
All right, I got the other Canadian band I was talking about from Canada, from black metal, Spectrum Wound.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Yeah, so these guys live. And, the vocalist is amazing live. One of the best black metal vocalists. The whole band, their performance, I love when a band, you hear them on the album, and you really into it, and then when you go see them live, they just blow you away. It shows you the talent this band has. Them and the other band that I show, the two best Canadian black metal bands out there. It's not all about war metal up in Canada, and they do got some good black metal bands. I think this is a color. No, let's see something. Nah, it's regular black and stuff, but definitely one of my favorites from this year.
Nice.
It's nice. I'll follow up with Tone too. Spectral Wound also made it to my list.
Nice.
Yeah. Everybody knows that I'm more of a death metal guy than I am a black metal guy. But this particular album really stood out. Good production, spectacular vocals, great show live. They bring that old school style of black metal, but just they keep that energy going. Just really good. And with each album, I feel like they've been getting better and better. So Spectral Womb also made it to the top of my list for black metal.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm going to talk about, again, another one that made my list over here. I'm going to talk about another one of our YouTube brothers. And I'm going to say is he made my top 10, and you guys have him on honorable mentions. That's right. Mordred Red. So there you go, man. You made my top 10 while they put you in honorable mentions. I'm just saying. This album is.
Don't worry, I make it up with the Jack Daniels to him.
Yeah, you probably did. All right. Yeah, it's all about Goat Throne Records, which if anybody's familiar with what's going on in Goat Throne Records, seems to be some controversy going on with Satanic Sammy and Aaron from I don't know, man. I'm just getting some weird things. I already put something out there. I don't know what the hell Satanic Sammy is doing, stealing shit, selling shit. And he probably went and stole his t-shirts too. I don't know, man. That fucking puppet, I heard he's on crack and coke. I don't know what's going on, but great fuck. This thing has been in my car for a while. Been listening to it, terrorizing people's ears. And Revik and Mordred Red, they're great guys, fun dudes to hang around with, and it was an honor to play a show with them, man. Fucking Mordred Red, man. Get your hands on it. Hey.
Nice.
All right, Anthony, what you got next?
Yeah, when I heard you guys were going to that show, I kind of stuck close to the phone to see if y'all needed me to send y'all some bail money later that night. like my kids are going out for the first time. I said, well, I better stay to the phone. These guys may get in trouble. It's not every day, man, you pick up a band from Portugal. I've been checking these guys out since they came out. Back in 2020, they had that EP called Explosions. Actually, 21 it came out. Everything they do is about volcanoes, believe it or not. And the name of the band is Phenocryst. I don't know if you can tell about that.
Wow, I have not heard that album, so that's something new for me.
Yeah. The name of this one's Cremation Power. But this one came out on Blood Harvest. Like I say, guys are from Portugal. 4-piece. This cover art is spectacular.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit
guitarist
killer.
and vocalist, the band member, did this art, and comes with an inner with all the good stuff on it, and of course the Blood Harvest logo there at the bottom. But man, check them out if you haven't. I'm curious when I love death metal and I love to hear it from different parts of the world. And I seen a guy one time on a YouTube video had a map and he had little tacks, where he had the music from different parts of the world. I'd be curious to know what countries I had stuff from. But as far as I know, this is the only stuff that I've got from Portugal, and it is great stuff, man. If you haven't checked them out, I think they're on most streaming services, but this one's easy enough to pick up when they come out on Blood Harvest. You can pick it up at I can't remember if I got this at Rotted Life or Hell's Headbangers or wherever, but about $20 you can put one in your hand.
That's
Nice.
cool.
What was the title of the album again? I want to write this down.
Cremation Pyre.
Okay. Got it.
It's funny, but when you say when you talk about bands from certain areas and countries that you maybe never even heard that maybe put out heavy music, there's probably some underground going on over there, but maybe there's one band who came out from there, and now people might start to go and maybe, hey, what else is down there? And then you'll probably start finding demos and maybe start picking up on their scene. I mean, that's what happened to a lot of those Asian countries, like Thailand and
right,
where all those brutal bands were coming out of there. Like you had like one or two bands, and next you know an explosion happened. All these bands popping out of those countries.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. I try to keep up with it. I made up over the years of doing this stuff. I've made me up a little sheet that when I get something in, I do my write up on it so I can keep my notes and all. And I've actually just printed me one out, and I do it where I can origin and where the art and all that, and it looks something like that, so I can keep up with it. But as I thumb through them at the end of the year, I just go through and I look at the different origins, and it seems like death metal, even though it's probably been in other parts of the world, it seemed like it's becoming more and more popular back like it used to be maybe in the early 90s. It seems like it's made a resurgence as everything else has kind of fell off. It seems to be coming to the top.
Yeah, it's good. It's good shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
I agree with you on that. Death metal, and you're going to laugh, thrash is beginning to make a resurgence in other countries as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good thrash bands in South America. Like I was saying, now there's a new young crowd of thrash bands coming out of Germany. There's always been a hotbed in the 80s with Sodom and and Creator. So it's been getting that, and death metal too has been picking up big time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Right. All right, Tom, what you got?
All right, I got a band from Switzerland. I couldn't get the vinyl, but I got the thing. I think they call Era is the name of the band and stuff. This is their 6th full-length album. It's atmospheric black metal.
Nice.
This I think we're up to 2. This is my second best band of this year. When I heard this, bro, the atmosphere and the vocals and the lyrics and stuff for this is a killer band.
Yeah.
I've had other stuff because last 2 years I've been going back to the back of the catalog for this band, and all of this shit is just killer shit. This is a definite band that I would love to see live one day and stuff. So that's my pick right here.
So that's not a 3 o'clock in the morning. That's a 4 o'clock in the morning.
Nah, this one is more like what you call
3:30 in the morning, kind of in between.
Yeah, like midnight and stuff. When I'm about to settle down after all of whatever I'm doing here.
Winding with his bathrobe.
Yeah.
All right, Rich.
Yo, you don't listen to black metal in a bathrobe. I do it naked with the
Oh man, spare us.
Not to jump off the topic of the top 10, but I've walked in where my cousin Tone Joker has had the air conditioning blasting, the windows open, and there's just candlelight and all he has on is dress socks, fully naked, listening to obscure like French black metal bands, full blast at like 3 in the morning, and horror films in the background playing.
Background.
I don't believe I'd have told that.
And 2 hours later, police in the door. They already know it's me.
Yeah. Wow. So what number we're up to now? We're up to our
2.
second pick?
Yeah.
2? All right, cool. Because I kind of screwed up here with an honorable mention, but it's all right. So I'm gonna throw this album in there, man. I kind of got into it. It's deep, it's dark. The sounds sound like hell, and that's the latest album from Black Curse. Black Curse is a black metal band. The album is about maybe 40 something minutes, and it's just like really dark and intense. I like their earlier stuff a little better, but this one just grew on me. The vocals are really wild and just good black metal. Black Curse.
Yeah. This was up in my top 10, but I don't know. Somewhere we lost a number.
Yeah, I think I screwed up here. I got an extra one. I should have mentioned one of them as an honorable mention.
Did. No, but I think we missed a number. I don't know, but that's all right.
I've got a couple, 3 extra ones.
How many you have left, Anthony? How many you have left, Anthony?
Well, I had 5 or 6 honorable mentions, so I've got 5 left.
And how many you got left, Tom?
I have that. It was the Black Curse, and my number 1. I have 2 left.
Okay, yeah, because I got 2 left over here. And how many you got left, Barry?
Yeah, I just got the 2 more right now that we're gonna do.
Yeah, that's all I should have had was 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know what? Let's run through what we have, and then we'll pick our number 1s.
All right. Well, this is I'm gonna go my next one anyway over here. All right, with a legend, somebody who became good friends with the channel. Which is, you know, I don't even know what to say. It's just amazing that we're friends with this man, all of us. And I'm talking about Vincent Crowley. All right.
Nice. I love artwork.
Yeah, and you know,
that's my favorite artwork.
This is a great listen, especially for what he's doing now. We already know that he's going to be doing some other stuff. He's going to be touring with Asheron, you know, for some festivals and stuff like that. And he told me he's going to start. I guess they're going to start working on a new album soon. He wants to do some other stuff. And great fucking album. And to me, this is I think it was one of the great surprises for 2024. Was this, and it's not just because we're good friends with him, but it was a great listen and a great fucking album. And give him a lot of respect for this, man. Good shit, man. All right. Crowley, man. Anthology of Horror. The fucking artwork was amazing too. This artist was awesome.
Yep. The artwork was good. The compositions were good. What I really liked on that album was the guitar work, and the themes, and just the way that the songs blend one into another. I think it was well crafted. And like Tone said, one of the best album artworks of the year.
Yeah, really, really good stuff, man. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah.
All right, Anthony, what we got?
Yeah, Anthony, feel free to show whatever you want. All right. Oh man.
Wow.
Woo, neck rock.
Yeah, that's awesome. The way you did that, man. Oh, that was awesome.
Look at that.
What about that Merrill Van Hosteren art, man?
Yo,
that art is killer.
I'm sure the band is gonna appreciate the way you displayed that, man. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I wish they would watch it. Man, these guys, I mean, came with a killer poster, a big poster. I won't unfold it. This one came out on Tank Crimes, man. If you're not familiar with Tank Crimes, they've been doing some good stuff. They've done Necrot since Necrot has been putting out music, as far as I know. Oakland, California, 3-piece on here, man. Just killer stuff. You get 7 tracks. There's the track list in there at the top. This is their 3rd full length, man. And if you haven't heard this one and you want to do yourself a favor, listen to the song Drill the Skull. Killer stuff, man. Vocals are up in the mix. Drums are spectacular. The guitar work is always flawless. Man, this thing was recorded at Earhammer by Greg Wilkerson. Went down and then mastered at Audio Siege in Portland. Killer stuff, man. It's the total package.
Nice. And it's funny because you said they're from Oakland. right? So, you know, everything is rotting in Oakland anyway, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
That was real good.
Yeah, man, it's good shit, bro.
All right.
All right, Tone.
All right, my last one, my number one from this year. I'm happy to say is an American band.
Woo!
So
Get out of here, Tone. You putting out an American band?
oh, I'm a director of black American metal bands.
Shit.
Achilles.
Oh, nice.
This is definitely this album this is atmospheric black metal with what you call Ambrium, it's wild. This is definitely 3 in the morning to 6 in the morning with this band. They're long songs, but they are just killer. The vocals, the guitar work, everything in this band that this band does is great. I'm happy to say they're U.S. black metal band.
Sweet.
That's my number one band. So, because
that's awesome.
You know, Europeans think they got a dope black metal band.
Oh man! All right, Rich.
Cool. So yeah, I was gonna put them in my list, and I screwed up. They made it to my honorable mentions. Just because I got the album late. But yeah, they have blistering black metal sound, good production, but also little hints of like screeching industrial in there. Very good album. All right, so this is my final pick that I have on physical media. I might get some heat for this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I go based on what albums I go back to the most and listen to over and over. And every time I heard this album, I heard something new that I enjoyed, and that's Absolute Elsewhere from Blood Incantation.
Nice. I heard
Blood
it's a good
Incantation
album.
has gotten very popular this year. You know, based off this 2 compositions, you get atmospheric death metal, well-played brutal death metal, hints of black metal, world music. There's even guest appearances from like the Tangerine Dream, kind of spaced out stuff. Like this is meant to be heard as one big full album. And like I said, a lot of people don't like them. I dug it. I thought it was a really good album that I went back and listened to a lot. So this is one of my top picks of the year. I don't like to say that something's number one or whatever. Those were just some of the albums that I felt were the ones that I listened to the most throughout the year. And there's more, but obviously, you know, we don't have enough time to cover it. But 2024 was a good year for music overall.
Awesome. All right. Well,
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna end it off with, well, of course, like I said, everybody knows one of my favorite bands, and they came out with an album in 2024. All right, and so it's the new My Dying Bride. All right, and you know, it's this fucking out. It's a, you know, the sad part is like it's a great fucking album, great listen. 7 songs, My Dying Bride, you know, doing their thing. The sad part is that Aaron, the singer, you know, through the whole mix of what's been going on, looks like that I think he's pretty much done with the band, and they're going to be getting themselves a new singer eventually in the band. He's going to be sticking with that band. I think he just came out with a release with High Parasite was the band that he's doing. I think he's doing something that band with one of the guys from Paradise Lost that he started doing. You know, that band sounds pretty good too. I thought it was a good fucking band. But yeah, very disappointing to hear because, you know, My Dying Bride has been one of my favorite bands since they came out, and to hear that Aaron now is not going to be in the band, it's kind of like got me a little weirded because it's like, you know how it is when you got a certain singer with a band, it just gives it that sound, and then like if they're gone, you're going to probably start being a little prejudicial to whoever comes in. You know, happened with Maiden and it happened to a couple other bands. Some it works out, some it doesn't. I don't know. I guess we'll wait and see when it does come out, but. You know, My Dying Bride, it's going to be, you know, I love it. Great fucking album. I listen to it on a regular. So, if you guys get a chance, check it out.
Nice.
Cool. All right. But look, guys, if you guys got a couple of albums that you didn't get, you know, you want to just
to the Anthony, I felt like
you got a couple more to show.
Yeah, I didn't know I was This would have been, I thought I was at number 10. I think this would have been number 10. Anyway, I got you. I can't count, man.
No, you know
You know
what,
what I'm
Anthony?
saying?
Whatever you have there, just show it. Feel free. Even if we got broke off the count, just show it.
All right. If I was to, you know, I don't rank my stuff because who am I to rank somebody else's music, you know? But if I was to come to New York and meet you guys and pulled out, you know, we were saying, here, listen to this, you know, Spotify or whatever, playing it in your car, and I wanted to play you guys something that maybe you hadn't heard before, that I thought you would enjoy if you're a death metal fan, which I know you guys are. I would play you Cryptic Hatred, man.
Wow.
Oh, Cryptic Hatred.
Yeah,
Yeah, nice. I like that.
Finnish
Yeah,
death metal. Slime Weaver did this killer art here on the cover.
Nice.
I mean, they're young guys. Look at those baby faces, man.
Wow.
Second full length, man. Been at it since 2019. Out on Time to Kill Records. Just killer. You get 10 tracks on here, about 37 minutes of music. Man, it's killer. It's got everything. It's got the groove. It's got the riffs. It's got I mean, you know, the stop start. The vocals are killer. I mean, if you're a death metal fan, Internal Torment's the name of that one. If you're a death metal fan, you'll love Cryptic Hatred. And I don't see anybody showing it, man. And I've been watching year-end lists and year-end lists. I'll show you a couple other ones if you've got a second.
Yes.
Go ahead.
This one's one that is on a lot of people's lists.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a good one, Boulder.
Man, this one is kind of a mesh of different genres too. You got that different kind of vocal, you got the different kind of guitar sound with that, you know, that thrashy tone to it. Again, some killer record art, man. This one's out on Prosthetic. Catastrophic Reconfiguration's the name of it. Sherwood, Illinois, man. These guys, this is their third full length. These guys are just killer, man. I enjoy everything they do. I try to pick it up when I see it, but I was glad to be able to pick that one up. Let me show you two more, man, and then I don't ever get to see you guys, man. We got to catch up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll get another one soon.
There will be more of this.
Yeah, we'll get another
in
one.
2025, we'll have more of this.
What about Ripped to Shreds?
That I like.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Put that up on her thing.
Shreds.
This one come out on Relapse, man.
Yeah.
Of course, you see Andrew Lee there. What about my boy here with the Too Short shirt on?
Yeah.
On a death metal album.
Yeah, I just
San Jose, California. There you go. I love that album too.
Yeah, very
This
good.
is their fourth full length, man. A dude named Guan Yang did that art. Just killer stuff.
Nice.
I mean, Andrew Lee, man, he's just killer guitar player, man. One more and we out of here, or I'm out of here with my stack. Maybe not out of here. I'm not going anywhere. What about Obscene?
Nice.
You know, I was gonna mention them, and I didn't have the physical. So, the Agony and Wounds, that album is really, really good. The vocals are just spectacular on that.
Yeah, I mean, you was talking about earlier, Van Drunen.
Nice
package.
Guys there, Indianapolis, Indiana. Again, man, Brad Moore art, just some killer. I'm thinking about doing a video maybe in January when I get some time. The best album art of 2024.
That's a good one, bro.
That's a good topic.
Man, I don't know what it would cost. I know Tone earlier was talking about Eternal Rot, you know, and their stuff being hard to find and hard to get and expensive when you do find it because of the shipping. But most of their stuff has Riddick art on the cover of it, you know, and it's just killer. Brad Moore is another popular art. Dan Seagrave, Juanjo Castellano. I don't know what it costs to commission somebody, you know, if you had a band and you wanted a masterpiece like this on the cover of your album. I don't know what it costs, but I do know whatever it costs, man,
worth it.
Yeah, worth it.
I want to just say that I like a lot of artists and metal right now. You know, but Brad Moore, that specific artist, to me personally, his artwork really, really stands out. If you see everything that he's done for all the bands over the last few years, all of those album covers are spectacular.
Yeah, this is great, man. I don't know what it costs. I see guys on Instagram all the time that are offering art. I think Cody had somebody do some art for his, and I see some guys that's got, Ken's Death Metal Crib. He used to have Mark Riddick art on his stuff, but it's just killer to me. I can't imagine having an album that when you pull it out and you put it on the platter, or you put it in your CD player, or your tape deck or whatever, that the music is just spectacular, and it's something that you put your blood, sweat, and tears in, and have just a plain cover.
No,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
if I had to go rob a bank, I'm gonna get me a good artist to do some cover art, and then I'll take the money back. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, for me, as a collector, man, it's a total package, man. I remember being a kid. When I was a kid, I was a big Kiss fan. And we would go buy those Kiss albums, man, and I would sit and listen to that music, and I would sit there and look at that album cover, and we would even put tracing paper over it and trace the logos and stuff, and then cut them out and put them on our lunch boxes and crazy stuff like that, man. But I think it's a lost art now, and I don't know if it's because of being able to download stuff, and everybody just click, 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 and they never really look at what they're listening to. But as a kid, we would take those things, man. We would open it up, man. And when you got Kiss Love Gun, it came with a little love gun, inside of it and all that. Just killer stuff. It was the total package. And I appreciate when bands and labels go the extra mile to do that, man, for the collector. Because it just makes it worth the $2 or $3 more that it's going to cost to do it right, as just a plain Jane. I just appreciate it when it comes out, and some of these guys are so talented, man. That's why I always try to give them a push when I do a video, because it's just as important as the music to me.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Man, if I could draw like that, there wouldn't be a
with
restroom that was safe. I would draw stuff on the walls, everywhere.
Oh, well, then you would have been an old school graffiti artist up here in
That's
New York.
right.
But Anthony, I agree with you at that part, because I feel like if I don't have a physical copy of what I'm listening to, it kills the whole thing. I like when I'm into it, like looking at the cover, lyrics, everything on that the packaging makes it worth listening. It makes the band better. When you listen to downloading, everybody's oh look, what do you don't even get some of these downloads. You don't even get the lyrics. Or just it feels cold. It doesn't feel right. It's same thing goes with movies. I need to have a physical a copy of a movie if I'm big into it from the horror, because it comes, especially the companies like Arrow and Vinegar Syndrome. They put a lot of effort with the art and all the stuff in those movies that makes it worth wanting to watch and stuff. And people have forgotten all about that. Everything is down.
And I took my granddaughter, for an example. I took my granddaughter a few weeks back. Well, it's been a couple months now. To her first live extreme metal show, and there's a local band that I kind of showed some love in one of my later videos named Gravefield, and I was going down there to see them, but Mutilation Barbecue was opening for them.
Nice.
And my granddaughter said, "Are you going to take your album, Papa, and get them to sign it?" I said, "No way." She said, "Why not?" I said, "It'll get bent." I said, "If it gets bent, I don't want it no more." You know what I'm saying? I had to get another copy. And she just laughed. That's the way I am, man. I if the mailman messes my stuff up, it's going back. It's going back, man. I'm not going to have it.
You know who benefits from that with me? I'm the same way like you. Bear does, because I got my Sepultura. It came tore on the top of the vinyl thing. I said, you copy here, Bear. You can keep that one.
No problem with me, man. I look, I'm that guy, that hand-me-down guy. No problem, man. I'll take the hand-me-downs.
Hey, when mine comes in, it goes in a sleeve. I mean, that's just the way it is. It goes on Discogs, and if it's not on Discogs, it goes on a list, and I keep looking until I can find it on Discogs, because I'm not smart enough to put it on there myself. But, that's just the way it is, man. It's just like it's just one of those things. I just like my stuff to be right.
Yep, that's Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Tone, you got a couple of things you want to share out there before
Well, I
you
got a couple here that I did that I could do. I got the aborted.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
that
was good.
crying call with horror the elements. I love this. What else I got here? Oh, here's a band that came out this year. I don't know. You got Lurking Terror. I got
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Francisco played there. I love this shit. He had it. I think that was one there.
That cover art was dope.
Yeah. Then Old School Massacre.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. This album was gonna make it up there, but I kept it out because I should have put an honorable mention for it. And then I got one that Bear knows about that I think I can't wait for next year's Werewolves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's Australian, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. When
This
did
is
they
this
say when the
year's
new album
album.
came out, Tone? Did they give a
I
date?
think it's in March.
March? Yeah, got to pick that shit up. That
Yeah.
shit's good.
They're supposed to do 10 albums in 10 years, each one heavier than the last one. And they've been keeping that for real. They've been keeping it with all their releases. Definitely big fans of theirs. And what else? And the last one is Primitive Warfare.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What you call
hardcore metal. Yep.
Yeah. We're gonna go see them in Maryland. Can't wait to see them.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's all I got.
What about this one, Tony? You seen this one?
I can't.
Is that Stenched?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Stenched
yeah,
from
yeah,
Mexico.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it's
Mexican
good.
death metal.
That one came out late in the year, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of my death information from Anthony and from Mentally Loves Death Metal.
Yeah.
Those are my ones that hook me up and stuff. And Explosive Action, I get a lot of from death metal stuff.
Yeah.
From him.
Good shit, man.
Simon.
Yeah, my three.
I also want to mention one. I don't have a physical copy, but I thought it was a really good album that I went over to and listened over and over. And that's the new Coffin Rot. Coffin Rot's latest album was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've got that one.
And you know something? Deceased dropped a pretty good album this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I was just looking over the list of things that I wanted but didn't get. I mean, we've all got those lists. You know, Oxygen Destroyer put one out this year.
Yeah.
Larkin put a new one out. That Broderick one you showed, Rotten Tomb. What about Mausoleum? You know those guys?
Oh, yeah.
They've got a new one out. Carnal Savagery released 2 this year. There's some guys from Tennessee called Ritual Fog that are great. Idiot Horror, I think they're up you guys' way. That death thrash stuff. Of course, I got Fulci on here. Convocation, you need to check Convocation out, Tone. That'll be some of your 3 a.m. listening. And another one that a lot of guys have overlooked for some reason, you know, Niall's got a new album.
Yeah.
No, Niall's stuff's good. But yeah,
the production is really, really good on that. Yep.
Yeah.
Very
next
brutal.
year we do 20 because we left out. Real quick, how you pronounce this band, Anthony? They're from Mexico.
Yeah, Zompantli.
This stuff is
right. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a hell of a band and shit. I heard it's like 7 members in this band.
What the other members do?
They said you gotta listen to it, Bear. They use old school Mexican instruments and all.
Cool.
It's just a straight up death metal album. This album has a lot of elements in it too. It's real good, and the songs are brutal and shit.
Nice.
Got the fellow ones.
Hey, that's a nice vinyl, man.
Yeah, that was good. Matter of fact, it's funny because I was gonna get the one with the Mexican flag on the back, the color.
That's cool.
Yeah, but Rich was right. Rich told me, get the one that color because it matches the album cover.
This is Brian Ortiz band.
Yeah.
You know from man, if you wouldn't ask me, I'd have told you.
It'll come up eventually.
Anyway, Brian's got a bunch of special guests on this one, man. Um, killer stuff, killer stuff.
Def Doom.
That's what I tell
Beating the
Bear. You
drums
gotta
of
listen to.
Ancestral Force.
Definitely got to get that.
$20 spin.
Yeah,
20
so
bucks spin. Hey, they'll be filed as a dependent on my taxes.
For real.
They're the best. They're one of the top labels this year. You can't.
Yeah, they're killing it, man.
Yeah, they killed it with all.
Another label that Anthony put me on, and Anthony knows that I've mentioned the label Life After Death Records. I bought a bunch of stuff from them, and they always put out these sales. And Anthony knows that that guy's a one-man show, right? That he runs that label by himself. He's back and forth trying to do things, and he puts out these big sales. So when I see him, Anthony says to me, "Yo, he's doing a sale. He's doing a sale." And I try to go over there and see what he has. And I think I pretty much almost bought most of his stuff.
Yeah, he's struggling, man.
Yeah, it's a shame.
I hate it. I support. I've always bought his stuff, man. But he's having a hard time. I was looking over my list to see who we may have left out. What about Gate Creeper? Y'all checked out the new Gate Creeper?
Oh
yeah. Great. Yeah. And talking about bands that we left out, but the album is not from this year's, but their vinyl came out this year. Is Francisco's band, ETD. This stuff is some old school grindcore. This is what I love of grindcore. Nice. This is my favorite, definitely. If you guys haven't, whoever haven't picked this up, pick it up, support the band. Me and my cousin to see them next month in Texas, so definitely looking forward to that.
Well, I don't hear any of you guys talking about the new Deicide.
That's Barry.
And look, I already made my mention about. I'm not. It's meh. I mean, you got a couple of good songs on it. It's it is what it is. I mean, it's just like any other aging band that's just going along with what they could do. It sounds good. I mean, some of it sounds good, but it's not the same feel you get when you listen to, let's say, Once Upon a Cross. I'm not. It's not. I can listen to Once Upon a Cross over and over again and not get tired of it. But some of the last few things. I mean, if I gotta say anything from the last few Deicide albums that I could say is one of my favorites, it's got to be To Hell with God. That album, that whole album, I love that. That album is really, really good, and I can sit there and say from the newer stuff, that was still my favorite. Some of the other stuff they put out, I say after the Hoffmans left, the music kind of
That's what I was going to say. That nobody talks about it because you can't say because they're an older band. Because Massacre came out with a good album, Judas Priest. All these people there's nothing to do with being old. It's just that he doesn't have the writing. He's not writing the way he used to, and the music is not. I don't know if it was all the Hoffman brothers that did all the writing for the music, but he's lost somewhere in there. He's lost the element for what DSI was, and that's why I don't really care no more to listen to. And so he's not. It's just I don't know if he's just putting them. To me, it looks like he's just putting it out just to put it out.
Yeah, I felt like when the thing with the Hoffman brothers happened, that there was like that speculation. They thought that maybe there wasn't going to be no more Deicide, and he did those 2 albums with Vital Remains. I thought he was going to go and just. To me, I think that would have been a good move for him. Just be the singer of Vital Remains. He gave Vital Remains a nice element with his vocals, and I thought that because I love those 2 Vital Remain albums, The Christianized and Icons of Evil, great fucking albums. And I don't know. I love. Yeah.
Who when you talk about the 2 bands, who people know more?
Yeah.
Well, that's where the money's at.
Yeah, I mean, but I think yeah, I guess that's true. He's still gonna stick with his moneymaker, I guess. But
yeah, his moneymaker.
It's meh.
What about Kerry King's new album?
Meh.
That's Bear.
Meh.
Hey.
I'm saying I feel like it's basic. I mean, you could hear the stuff. If you're doing something that's outside of your original band, you want to sound different. You don't want it to just be a repeat of what you were doing before. And to me, that's what it is. He admitted that's what it was. Most of the music was leftover Slayer songs that they didn't get a chance to do. So it's like, you know, you're doing another band, so you want to like try to step away from what you used to do before and give it a different sound. And Kerry King's never going to get rid of that sound, man. He's Slayer. So
Kerry King's a
yeah,
one-trick pony.
yeah, he's Slayer. And it's like you know, you could change him to Kerry Queen. It's still Slayer. It
That's
doesn't
right.
matter. It doesn't matter. It's Slayer, and
that's just like Chris Barnes still can't sing. I don't care how many albums 6 Feet Under puts out.
Oh man, oh my God, please. I still enjoy the first album he did with them. That was it. That first album.
Yeah, the first one was good.
But after that, yeah, all that other stuff he started doing, yeah, I wasn't gonna do that shit. Oh my God, man. Just sound like you're stepping on some weird woman's toes. It's like, nah, I can't mess with that. I can't. Sorry, Chris, but you know, yeah, I just can't mess with that. But all right, Rich, you have anything else real quick before we start saying goodbye?
No, I don't have any other physical ones here, but I'm just looking back. I mean, this like we already been on this for like 2 hours between black metal, between death metal, between war metal. I feel that 2024 really was a great year for metal.
It was.
Whether it was demo bands, whether it was EPs, whatever, even live shows, like I felt like metal really came up, you know, and also, you know, with the fact of underground bands being mentioned on popular magazine publications, it means that extreme music is breaking through, you know, and I just felt like it was a good year. You know, you think back in 1986, the 70s, you know, 1991, those are great years. I feel like 2024 is going to be considered a great year. I felt that there was a lot of crossover in styles, you know, not just one style. And I think that trend is going to keep going. And a lot of these young bands are picking up the torch and carrying it, you know. Yeah. So there's always something good to listen to.
Awesome. All right. So Anthony, look, so before we head out, you want to give us some quick promotion? I know you said you had something going on your channel. You want to promote that over here? You can, man.
Yeah, if you go back and look, I don't know if it's my last video or the video before.
The video before.
Before?
Yeah.
Being at Iron Fortress Records sent me a couple of his new releases. Actually, he sent me 2 copies of 2 different releases for 2 different winners, if that makes any sense. Yeah. And all you got to do to enter is comment on my video. I mean, I would like it if you were subscribed to mine and his channel, but if you don't want to subscribe, you don't want to like, if you want to be a knucklehead, go ahead. But you can still get entered. Just somewhere in the comment, mention Iron Fortress Records, and I'll enter you. I'm making a list every time somebody makes a comment, and then on the 15th, I'll put all those names in a hat and I'll draw them out, and you'll get 2 Iron Fortress releases. I threw in a couple doubles that I had, cassettes out of my own, some stickers, Metal Miners keychain, and a couple koozies. So you'll get 2 winners, you know. And I'll got to be in the U.S. Can't afford to send them abroad because of shipping, like we talked about. But all you gotta do is watch the video. In the comments, mention Iron Fortress Records, and you'll be in.
There we go.
Nice.
Awesome.
And I'll draw the names. I'll put it in the mail to you, and you'll have a handful of good music, some stickers that you can stick on the refrigerator, and a koozie you can put your cold beverage in, and you can have your keys on the Metal Miners keychain.
All right.
Can't beat it.
There we go, man. There we go. You guys represent. That's it. Metal Miners, baby. Make sure you guys go and subscribe to Anthony's channel at Metal Miners. He's fucking great well of knowledge, and always doing some great things, man. Want to appreciate Anthony for coming on, being a part of this this special we had for the end of the year, and we just hope that you guys have a great new year, and enjoy the rest of the holiday up to 2025. All right. So this is Barry, Rich, Tone, That Goat Metal Show, Anthony for Metal Miners. Stay brutal.
See you guys.